Paul Dunstan Wnek. I was a bosun mate, third class diver, special operations. My injuries made me get out of service for a while, and I even re-upped when my enlistment time was up. And my commanding officer called me into the office, and he says, "Look," he says, "we know you want to stay as a Navy diver." They says, "But with your educational experience, we want you to go finish college and come back as a naval officer, and we will put you right back with the teams." I says, "Okay, that's a deal." So I got out of the Navy. I stayed in Navy Reserve for a couple more years as an instructor. Got married, had my first child. The second child was on the way, and I was recalled to active duty. This is when Vietnam was really starting to get hot, about 68, 69. And they told me I was going to have 2 years duty, 1 year choice duty, and 1 year wherever they were going to go. And I know where I was going to go. So at that time, my wife and I, and with my son, we made our decision that I think I did enough, and I didn't want to take the chance. But first I asked for choice duty. I said I wanted to take my family to Hawaii for a year, and then I could do whatever, wherever they were going to send me, I would have been happy. But it didn't work that way. Then it was expunged. It was ended. I didn't have to do any more time in the Navy. But I stayed with the Navy Reserve for a while, and as you can see, I'm still active. I started the Veterans Commission in my town. While I was in office, I ended up becoming a mayor, which God knows I never thought I was ever going to be a mayor. I can tell you, if you go into Tom's River down on the waterfront, there's a giant anchor. I got that from one of the aircraft carriers I was on. When I was mayor, they wanted a decoration for the seaport down there. So I got a hold of the Navy, told them who I was, and procurement officer who handled all the salvage from ships, like when they take a ship apart. They put anchors in one storage, they salvage everything. So he happened to be a former Navy diver. He says, "What can I do you for?" So I told him we needed an anchor. He says, "How big?" I says, "I need a big one. It's for a demonstration." Well, the anchor was so big that we had no vehicle that could bring it into town. It came into town by train on a flatbed. This is the Randolph. We got the anchor off the train. We had private contractors bring it to downtown and set it with a series of anchor chains, which is in downtown Tom's River. You see, that was my gift to my town when I was mayor. Unbelievable. I was never proud of being in my country's Navy, in the military, because I grew up watching Victory at Sea and Sing, and I understood what my stepfather went through in the combat areas that he was in the Pacific, understanding what the Army went through, and in the part the Navy had getting the Army to them, what they went through, and how many lives were lost and how easy it was. But how you take all these kids at the time who were young men, and you're facing death and being scared, but doing your job, never faltering. Yes, it taught me to listen first before I spoke. Listen and let everybody have their say, then you make your own judgments. And dealing with all different kinds of people. The Navy helped me out because you had good chiefs, you had great chiefs, and you had some chiefs that were disgruntled with being in the Navy. They were lost because they didn't know what to do after they got out of the Navy, which was sad.